Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. I have my blankie. I'm ready for cozy. How are you guys? Hello, Swedish. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. And hello, Triz. Hello. How are you doing today? I know you're lurking, so, you know, don't feel pressured to answer because you're on the subway. But still, if you want to tell me how you're doing, I would love to know. And hello, Sydney. Welcome in. How are you today? How was your week? Are you happy it's Friday? And hello, Duro. How are you doing? I hope you're doing really good today. And hello, Lunar. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're also doing really good. You did, Lunar?
I got you, homie.
Oh my god. I'm so proud of you and congratulations. That's amazing. Do you know when you will start? Do you have like a new start date or is it gonna be a while away?
Rosanna, I love you so freaking much and I am so happy I found your community and I can't wait to spend more time here. I am so thankful for the loving vibes and I look forward to seeing your cute face every stream and I wish you all the best. MBAH, 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 I love you so.
I love how she just said MVAH, like MHW, no, M, yeah, no, MWAH. I was like, what? But thank you so much, Megan, for the 3 months. What the heck? Is it been 3 months already? That's crazy. Thank you so much for that incredible support. I love you too. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. Big fat hug to you. And please, please, please continue to be a strong growing planty in the jungle and enjoy your badge, your emotes, and your ad-free viewing for a whole month more. You have a brand new badge now. You have like the complicated leaf now. But thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? Welcome in. How's your Friday? Because for you, it's still, you know, early in the day, right? You still have a big portion of the day to go. And thank you for the lurk, Abby. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a really good day. MV, aha. My last day at my current job will be March 25th, so the new job starts at March 28th. Ooh, so you have like a good month to wrap things up. That's very, very nice. That's always chill to have some time to just, you know, phase out one thing and then start with the other. That's very chill. But that's so exciting. I think you said like you had the job interview, but I don't think you said what kind of job you applied for. So what is it that you will be doing? If you're allowed to say, obviously, because, you know, sometimes you're not allowed to talk about what you're gonna do, but I would love to know what you're gonna do. Also, I'm gonna pull an Ellen today. Because I'm hella tired. I went to the office today, so, you know, I had 6.5 hours of sleep, which was not enough. I went to bed way too late yesterday. Then I had to wake up at 6:45 today, which was way too early. I don't like that. I hate waking up so early. Then I had to be in the office. We had a coaching session for the entire freaking morning. So from 9 till 12, I had to be focused because we were in a session with all project managers. And, you know, I had to be on my best behavior. Then we had lunch in the office, which was really nice, but also there were like 100 people and it was really busy and my brain was like completely overstimulated. And then I went for coffee with another colleague in Rotterdam, so I had to travel by train and then, you know, we went for coffee here. And I ate too much, so I had like a big lunch and a big piece of cake in the afternoon. I had carrot cake. It was really good. But now I'm at that point where I'm like having a really bad food dip. And I'm also just really tired from a long day. So I needed this. I really did. So Swedish, you're gonna have to accept it. I'm sorry. By the way, I drink Red Bull quite, well, not quite often. Not as often as Ellen. I'm not like, you know, Ellen Red Bull, but I do drink it like every week or something. What I do is IT support at the moment. It's for bespoke software, but the new one will be more technical, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Hello, lettuce.
Hello, Petra. Welcome in. That sounds pretty cool. Especially since it's, you know, more in depth and like a step forward from what you're currently doing, I think. So that's very nice. Have the best and most fun time. I'm so excited for you. You're doing great. It's only 11:40 here, a.m. here, so I got a lot of time. I do work at 2, so I'll be lurking later. That's okay. That's okay. I'm also getting ready to go home for a couple of days and see my family and my puppy. We love that. I leave tomorrow morning and I'll be there for 4 to 5 days. Nice. Nice. It's good to see family sometime, you know? Do you live like far away from your family? Do you have to travel far? Or is it like quite close? Although I can imagine like American distances is never really close, but you know. My girls keep yelling hello at my iPad because they heard you say hello. Hello. Hi. That's really adorable, Sydney. That's really, really cute. And thank you too, Ro. Thank you. I feel like, you know, a garbage bag at the moment. But that's okay. I want carrot cake. Me too. Even though I just had it. I'm always up for carrot cake. Especially the one that I got today because it's like the best one in the city. And I want another piece. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing really good. How are you doing, Petra? I was just saying that I'm pulling an Ellen today. I'm a little bit tired, so you know. You are not a garbage bag. Well, today I feel like one. I live 4 hours south. Okay, that's not too bad, I think. For American distances, 4-hour travel is not that bad. But do we do like what Ellen always does? Like the, you know, the mic thingy. And this is actually kind of difficult to do because my mic is up high. Wait, I need to turn around. To me, that sounded pretty good. I'm not sure about you guys, but... 7 out of 10. Okay, okay. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. I mean, not having done that before and not knowing if my, you know, mic could cancel it out. Also, I have a blanket, but my chair was kind of rolling on the blanket. That was so good. Ellen just got a 3 out of 10 today. Okay, okay. Okay. I love how she does that like every day. I think her mic does cut it off though a little bit. Like sometimes it's a really good pop, but sometimes I feel like it's louder on her end, and then her mic cuts it off a little bit for me, and I'm like, oh, that's like lost ASMR, you know? That little moment is just forever sad. See, even my bot is reminding me to take care of me. I think it's your OBS filters. Yeah, I think it, I also have the noise cancelling, but it obviously depends on how your mic is set up with all of the other filters, whether it cuts out sounds like this. Because I think she has it set a little bit more, like the noise cancelling a little bit higher, because I also don't hear her keyboard as loud as it is for me. But my mic is a bit weird, so, you know, we gotta deal with it. We gotta deal with it. But how was your day? Tell me about your Friday. What were you up to today? How was work? How was life? Or, you know, in Megan's case, apart from, you know, going to work because you still have the entire day ahead of you. How was your sleep if you just woke up? Tell me, tell me. I want to hear it. Also, I need to figure out something to do with this cord because every freaking stream I keep touching it and it's starting to annoy me. Swedish? Do you want to start a war with me and Ellen? On Red Bull not being self-care? Because I kind of feel like Ellen and I disagree with you on this one. Today has been very interesting for me. I took the girls to a little farm to see some animals and they loved it. But now eating dinner, they are being little bumbles. And I've had to take the little chairs away because they kept standing. Oh my god, Sydney. I have honestly so much respect for people that parent twins. It's like, you know, having one little kid is already such a challenge. Trying to parent two at the same time, where they, you know, also kind of stimulate each other's bad behavior. I'm in awe of the fact that you do this, but it's really nice that you took them outside to, like, you know, little farm to see the animals. That's really, really nice. Your day was really good. Beside the oopsies my poopy brain did at the French course. I kind of laughed at that. That really made my morning. Oh, you panicked? You don't know French? Oh, I gotcha. Say the English word with a French accent. Yeah, I think someone did this in our Spanish class as well. They were like trying to say también, which means also, but they said aussi. But then with a Spanish accent. So they said the French word with a Spanish accent. So, you know, it's kind of weird. Also, hello Sarah, welcome in. How are you doing? Finally can sneak on for a few minutes after watching the VOD for so long. You're so adorable that you've been watching the VOD though. That's so cute. How are you doing? I hope you're doing really, really good. But welcome in. I'm so happy to see your face pop into chat. I'm not the biggest fan of Red Bull, but I'm having G Fuel right now. I've never tried G Fuel. Kind of want to try it sometime though. You know, just to know. But I'm actually kind of a Red Bull fan. I really like the taste. I think it's really delicious. And I know that so many people disagree with me, but you know, I just really like the taste of Red Bull. Enjoy dinner, Swedish. Enjoy. I hope you have some good dinners today. It's horrible when they're both grumpy because their personalities start to clash, but they set each other and cause mayhem together. Yep. That's like the moment that you're like, oh my god, what is happening? Help. Silly work getting in the way? Yeah, work can be silly like that. I'm sorry. And I'm Juji? Do I say that correctly? Welcome to chat. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're having a really, really great day. Welcome, welcome. I joined stream a bit later today. You weren't late or later, Petra. No. Nothing like that, please. Because I was in a phone call with a friend, keeping him company because he was out alone, heading home. That's so sweet of you, Petra. That's so cool to do, though. He usually likes calling me when he's out alone in the darkness, so yeah, I always keep him company. That is so incredibly sweet of you. I love that. That's so awesome. And also a really good idea. So, you know, when you're walking out to just call someone while you're walking outside. Very smart. I'm gonna steal this idea from you. Also, I have a beanbag again because I had a tummy ache, but, you know, now I'm getting too warm. We know the deal. Also, tomorrow we're gonna change the girl cave. I'm so excited. I mean, I don't think much for you guys is gonna change, you know? As in, background-wise, you'll probably still see about 90% of the same things. It's just my side of the room is gonna change, which I'm really excited about. The shelf came in yesterday, and look. I got little planties. They're fake though, so, you know, I didn't want more plants that I needed to water, but look at them. They're like, you know, the emote planties. And so I can put them on the shelf. And my plants are still alive. Nice. Nice. Okay, wait. I want to show you guys. But I'm proud of you, Megan, for keeping your plants alive. But look, I got these two beautiful posters. Also, now you guys can see my setup. Because it's reflecting. But look. It's like herb garden. And then I have another one. Which is the veggie garden. Look at that! You know what? Together, the two of them, with the frame, it was 10 euros at IKEA. I fucking love IKEA. Oh, I just see that, you know, I messed up with closing the frame, though. Can I fix this now? Yep, there we go. But I'm gonna put like one in the background and then one on the shelving in front of me. But which one do you think I should put in the background? Should I do the one with the herbs? Because that's kind of dark, so I'm not sure you're gonna see it. Or should I do the one with the veggies? Although that might be a little bit more out of context. Which one do you think I should put in my background? Also, I'm so excited because tomorrow at 12, I'm gonna have a 3-hour trip, and I will finally meet Ari! That's amazing, Petra. I cannot wait for you guys. That's amazing. You love them, Petra? Thank you, thank you. IKEA's pretty pog. Yeah. Yeah, they did, like, I think since the pandemic, they even deliver at home. So, you know, they used to deliver at home by truck, and it was very expensive. But now they just use the local post service if you order something small. So my shelving unit and, you know, my posters and my little planties and stuff, they just came with the local post service for like $2.99 as well. I was like, yes, please. Thank you very much. So that was pretty pog. Love a bit of IKEA. 90% of my house furniture is from IKEA. Same, Sydney, same. I think there are not many objects in my house that are not from IKEA. But it's just, you know, it just works. It's simple. It's good quality. It's not too expensive. But also it's not that expensive, you know, that, or good quality that if you at some point decide that you want something new, you feel very bad for replacing it. You know, with designer furniture or something. Hello, Rosalia. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hello, hello. How is you? How's your Friday? Morning. Start of your day. Also, I'm going to try and continue building today. But I'm a little bit tired. So we're gonna see how well that's gonna go. And I was thinking maybe around my break time, I can announce the winner of the Shell Challenge. How about that? Also, this is so weird. This music is my outro music for my YouTube. So weird. I've heard this so many times when editing. First crew. Oh, I completely forgot, by the way. Triz got first crew today. Turbo got first crew. Sydney got first crew. Swedish got first crew. And Rosalia, you got the last first crew. I'm proud of you. Love how you actually checked if it was still available. That's amazing. I had an interesting course today. The interpersonal communication course, which apparently is social psychology. And from what our teacher told us today, I will enjoy this course. I'm gonna learn how to analyze people's behavior, why there are times when we don't help people in need, why we are influenced by other people's opinions, and many other interesting questions. That sounds so cool, Petra. I would actually love to take this course. I love information like that. Very, very nice. If you learn anything interesting, please share it with us. I would love to hear this. You always check. Nice. Nice. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate all of you first crewers a lot. You are heckin' cool, you know? I would love to share it with you guys. Awesome. So excited. And also, Sydney, and the Sim Saga, thank you so much for those hosts. I really, really appreciate that. It really helps the channel to host because then we get pushed in other people's recommended and more people are able to find the stream. So I really, really appreciate those hosts. I didn't know we could do first every stream, darn, yep. Every stream, first 5 people that are here can redeem it, but you know, it's okay. You can do it next time, Lunar. But how do you guys feel about some Sims? Because I'm really excited to play some Sims. I've been thinking about this shell. I cannot, you know, get it out of my head. Do you know that sometimes when you're playing a game or, you know, when you're working on something, your brain literally will not stop thinking about it? Or maybe that's something that, you know, ADHDers do, but I just cannot think of anything else. I'm like, I need to, you know, continue on this build. Also, I just see that the things that I placed here, the items, they have disappeared. Ah, shit. I'm gonna need to restart my game at some point. As soon as I want to start using debug, I need to restart my game. That's okay, though. And I think it's gonna be... I haven't updated this mod, which is kind of stupid on my end. I might have to do that in my break. Quickly update this mod. If I'm gonna have to restart my game anyways. Right, next stream, you bet I'm gonna be first. I appreciate it, Lunar. I appreciate it. I think... why did I select base game? I wanted to see eco living or eco lifestyle. Because I was looking for these. How about we do black ones? Or... how creative do we want to get? That's actually kind of cool. I like this. We're gonna have a lesson later on when we're gonna talk about relationships too, whether the differences between people that make them attract to each other of the things they have. Whether it's differences between people that makes them attract to each other or the things they have in common. Whether they want to start a relationship because they are attracted physically or they just love other people's personalities. So I'm looking forward to that one. Oh my god. That sounds so interesting. Okay, sadly I have to lurk because I'm heckin' poor, so I need to go to DoorDash before work because gas is so expensive. Yep. Anyways, I'll be listening while driving. Make sure to stay safe though, Megan, when you're driving. But thank you so much for the lurk. I really, really appreciate it. And drive safe. We'll be super safe. Cool. Then we're good. I think we had them on either side, like this. Oh wait, I need to go like that then. Ooh, I like this. That's kind of cool. You know what we could do? I think this is over here. We can add some ivy on it. You know, like all of the plants are growing. Hello, Yenny. How are you doing? Welcome in. You love that? Thank you. Thank you. Then I think I will do this. It's kind of starting to turn into an eco home. Not, you know, intentionally, but it kind of still does. And I'm okay with that. I think it would be not... Wait. The ivy is totally glitching out. Do you guys see this? Hello, Evan. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How is your Friday? Sorry. Okay, there we go. It's so strange when it's turned around that you cannot see it. Like, it becomes invisible. Yeah, I like that on both sides. That makes a lot of sense. You like the eco home vibe? Good. Good, me too. One thing I noticed though, when I was starting up the game, is it loaded on the first floor. And then this is what the pool looks like. And I'm not really vibing with that. You know? It kind of looks weird. I'm not sure if you guys agree, but I don't like it when the pool goes in the ground like this. So, I was thinking there are different options to fixing this. And that's either getting rid of the pool completely or trying to fix something with the terrain tool. But I think it's gonna be ugly anyways. I'm having a frustrating day, feeling stressed. I'm so sorry, Evan. That sucks. I really hope you feel better and your day gets better. I wish that you wouldn't feel like this. And if you want to vent a little, that's completely okay. It looks so cool from above. With the pool like this, you mean? Maybe that's true. And I was thinking we can fix like the ugly train paint over here. One massive perk of having taller twins is that they entertain each other sometimes. Right now they're playing with their Hot Wheel cars together, so I can sit back and relax. That's very nice. I think that's with like siblings in general. It just really helps that, you know, they already have someone to play with in the house and you're not their entertainer as their mom, you know. I suppose you could have a ground level section towards the edge of the cliff. They enter the garden on the second floor. Oh. That would be a good idea. Like maybe also make like the pool on the ground level floor and then like what we did on the first level, like maybe make stairs that they have to walk down to the pool area. Huh. I kind of like that idea. It will get better after the workday. I hope so. I hope so. Your husband is a twin? Nice. I was always jealous as a kid of people that were twins because I was kind of, you know, wishing that I also had a twin sister because I always thought that it would be super, super cool. Thank you for the lurk, Rosalia, and good luck with the report. You can do it. I hope that you finish it quickly. And thank you so much for the shout out to bro for Rosalia. Yeah, with the pool on the ground floor near the cliff too. Yeah, like on this side, right? Means a super private garden looking out at the view. Yeah. I already feel like this garden is quite, you know, private in a way. I only have brothers. Aww. Well, that's fun as well. Like, I only have sisters, which is really nice, but sometimes I wish I had a brother. Not often, though. Oh, I wanted to ask, I'm just now getting into mods in CC. What is the mod that you use to make stuff look better? I recall you mentioning one specifically. Yeah, I use a reshader. So that is kind of different than a mod or CC. A reshader is actually something that you can install on any game, so not just The Sims. It is a program that runs separately on your computer that enhances the graphics of whatever game you specifically install a reshader for. There's actually a really good tutorial on YouTube by, I think his name is Paul Pancake. He has a very, very good step-by-step tutorial on reshaders. And the one I have is the Dove reshader to make my game look better. Yes, reshader. I can actually... Wait. Let me look it up really quick. I think that one should pop up quite quickly. Is it from him? Yeah. My browser is like, you know, giving me ads and stuff. Dove reshader, yeah. I'm quickly waiting for the ad to finish because I once had, when I sent someone a link while I was watching an ad, they actually got a referral link to the ad, which, you know, was completely useless. This one, I think, should be the YouTube video that taught me how to install a reshader. And also how to get, like, the good versions of the reshader and stuff. You have Ellen. That's true, Yenny. You have Ellen. Very, very true. Of course, no problem, Evan. And if you have any questions, like, specifically, or you want to know more, you can also always pop into the Discord and then, like, the Sims channel to ask more over there. Or, like, if you want a list of my current mods, I can take a screenshot of the folder and stuff like that. I'm happy to help out. Okay, but I still haven't built anything. But I kind of like the idea on the pool and trying to do it on ground level. But that does mean that we're gonna have to go back into the train tool. Yay. Hello, Luna. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How is your Friday? I hope you're having a really great Friday. Okay, let's make it flat like this. This is very ugly, so we're gonna need to, you know, figure something out on this. I've been playing vanilla forever, and all the custom content is cool but overwhelming. I totally get it. Custom content and mods when you're first starting out is like, whoa, that's so much when you're, you know, trying to do it. But as you know, just slowly start with little things that you really like, and then eventually you either build it out and you add up more, or Potenu? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Potanu? Maybe that's actually better. Potanu. I'm so sorry for completely ruining your username, probably. But thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. And please let me know how bad that was. We can share Lunar and Luna. Yeah, that's good. We can do that. You're well. I'm happy to hear. So my Friday is also good. Yes, the second one is correct. Good. Good. Thank you. And you're also fine? Happy to hear that. I'm also doing really good. I am drinking my Red Bull to kind of stay awake though right now. Because I've had a really long day. So I'm just, you know, chilling down from the day with some stream and Sims. And now I just actually finished my Red Bull, so it should start kicking in, I think. Let me see if this is actually fitted enough for a pool that I like. I just had an idea. I'm not sure if we will be able to do that, though. I was like, what if we raise up the pool? And, you know, there is a... Let me see. I think... What if we make it like an infinity pool? Can you add windows? Yeah, but... I know that there is a foundation in debug. But I'm not sure if it works. I think I need to restart my game to use this mod. No, it actually worked. Chilling is good though. Definitely. Chilling is very, very good. Especially with all of you bunch. That's just really nice. Hello, Evelina. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I think there was a way to use this, like, this foundation. Because I think this is actually like a see-through foundation. There was a way to make like a see-through pool. But I feel like that's just gonna be, you know, I'm too lazy for that today. I'm sorry. What to do? I kind of want to make it a little bit smaller because right now the pool was really, really large. I'm a bit sad though, because on Tuesday, my uni organized a free coffee day where we can test different coffees. But Tuesday is when I go home. Oh no, Petra. That does suck. I'm sorry. You're missing out on the free coffee. That's kind of sad. Oof, no, that was way too much. Okay, let's just see how much we can hide. I think we can add plants to hide this. That should be fine. Now the question is it steep enough for me to add some stairs? I don't know. That's not really what I wanted to do. You're seeing Ari. I believe Ari over coffee. That's very, very, very true. Yup. I'm good. Almost free of corona. Nice. That's pretty pog. Just a few more days, too, and I'm not sick anymore. That's the best, though, you know, if your symptoms are gone. It still sucks. It would be nice to completely be done with it, but it's the most important that you don't have any symptoms anymore. Nope. Thank you so much for the unlurk Swedish. Welcome back. How was your dinner? I hope you had some good dinners. I don't like what is happening here. So what I think that I need to do... is like make a second level over here, which I think needs to be a little bit lower though. That's kind of too low. I kind of wanted to add that to link up to that one though, so, you know. There we go. Okay, it's not perfect, but, you know. You get the sense of where I'm going with this, right? Can I add that? Hello Ash, welcome in. How are you doing today? Did I miss the winner announcement? Nope, not yet. I was thinking like I will do it. Rendem Mehmet, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I was thinking like I will do it around my break time in the middle of stream, so you know some people have the time to come in today. And I will also make sure to post it on the Discord and post it on the Twitter universe and stuff like that. So. Oh my god, Swedish. And even if it weren't weekend, you don't have homework, you silly bean. Silly, silly bean. Fantastic. Yep. I'm very excited to share who won. It was such a difficult choice because there were so many good entries. No. No.
Hello.
Hello! Thank you so much for the redeeming. Hi, I'm new. What I usually do when someone redeems this is I do a quick introduction about myself, and then feel free to pop into chat and tell me something about you, because I would love to get to know you. But, hello, my name is Rosanna, or Rosie. I use she, her pronouns. By day, I'm a project manager. By night, I'm a streamer who mostly plays comfy, cozy games like The Sims, Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, stuff like that. And I'm quite the chatterbox because I have ADHD. So feel free to pop into chat and tell me something about yourself as well. But if you just want to lurk and hang out, that's also completely fine. But welcome in. Hi, Noah. Hello, hello. How are you today? And hello, Tay. How are you today? Welcome in. How's your Friday so far? And K-Pen, thank you so much for that follow as well. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. And thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna take another sip. Work break! Yay, Noah. That's so nice. Enjoy your work break. How's your work day so far? And hello, K-Pen. Welcome to chat as well. Welcome, welcome. I love that emote. Oh my god. That is literally the cutest emote I've ever seen. That little dance. A mushy dance. I love it. That's adorable. But let me see. The best thing that I'm gonna meet my best friend. There's 4 of us. We know each other from high school and we're like sisters ever since then. Amazing. That's so cool, Petra. I love stories like that. And yeah, Evelina, winner. The one person, like I would pick one person for my shell challenge that I thought was not necessarily the best because all of them were amazing, but I felt like most inspired by. And that person will win a kit of their choice. So that's what I did. I picked one. It's that time, Evelina. Oh my god. Nice, Noah. That's pretty pog. Pretty pog. And thank you for the unlurk, Triz. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna do these, so I'm gonna do 2, okay? Yep. There it is. It's a crown time, Petra. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not dying. I ordered one of those big water bottles today. Totally not your fault. Not my fault at all, Lunar. Not at all. Thank you for the timer, Swedish. And yeah, this was fine. Completely fine. This is my favorite time of the stream. Love sour candy. The taste is actually really nice. Although, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay. You know, we've had one sour candy today, but I'm gonna disable it for the rest of the stream. Because I had so much to eat today. Like, I had carrot cake and a really big lunch, and I still feel a little bit nauseous. Not that bad, but just, you know, a little bit. And I think if I'm gonna eat more sour candy, like right now I'm good, but I shouldn't eat more. That's gonna... I'm gonna cry if I do that. So... let me just turn it off for the rest of stream. Thank you, Noah, for the hydrate. I will take a sip in a second. If I can actually find... there we go. Disable. There we go. Answer your bro question card time. Let's go. You look so fine right now, like not even struggling with the sour at all. Not at all. Actually struggled a bit, but these weren't as bad. I've definitely struggled worse, you know. So I bought those blue and pink candies. They're actually not sour at all for me. What are you trying to say, Swedish? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? By saying that, you know, you're really cool and they're not sour for you? Okay, I shuffled them a little bit. Yes, okay. Thank you, I guess. They're not that sour. They're a lot less sour than the one that you bought for me. Ooh, I like this one. Ski holiday? Or let's say like snow holiday or sun holiday. I guess. Humble brag, Swedish. Yeah, humble brag, but it's okay. But would you guys prefer to go on a snow holiday or a sun holiday? Hello, Princess Shroom. Welcome to chat. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. What time of year is it? What do you mean? What time of year is it, Tubro? Right now it's winter, right? Sun holiday. Or you mean like in what time of year you would go to the other one? Oh, thanks for the poll, Swedish. Thank you, thank you. And also, Bailey Z, hello, hello. Welcome to chat, welcome in. And I would say sun holiday, okay. I think Tubro's question is correct though. It depends, no, that's not true. I would never ever in summer go on a winter holiday. Ever. I would always choose sun, I think. Let me also vote on the poll. I can participate, right? Vote. There we go. I swear to God, Petra is being a flirt again. I always choose winter over summer. Can't stand the heat. Is that being flirty? Is that the key to your heart, Swedish? Saying that you love winter? Snow holiday all the way. I can't stand the sun. I've got bright blue eyes, so I'm blind the second I go out. And I've got skin of a ginger person, so I burn in seconds. Okay, that makes sense. But a ski trip is fun when it's already winter anyways. That's true. Like, I enjoy winter activities. I mostly enjoy ice skating. But still, when I go on holiday, I would always prefer going to the sun, I think. Also, thank you so much for that follow. I really, really appreciate that. I'm allergic to cold. I feel you. Me too. I don't like cold at all. At all. But I feel like it's like 60-40 split right now. More people like the sun, I think. If it's only ski holiday, then yeah, sun holiday. Yeah, like the question was ski holiday or sun holiday. And I was like, that's not really an equal thing, right? Because, you know, then say ski holiday or surfing holiday. But, so I made it into snow or sun. Okay, sun won by 64%. You guys are people that like to tan. Hey, Northern Zimmer, how are you doing? Welcome in. How is your Friday? I'm low-key actually allergic to summer because hay fever. Very good point, Noah. Very, very good point. Yep. I also have hay fever, but I have good anti-allergen tablets, which help enough. Hello, Clara. Welcome to chat. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I need help to pick a pack for The Sims. The smallest in the middle. You mean the game packs or the stuff packs? And what kind of gameplay do you like? Or what kind of building style do you like? Because that's usually a good thing to, you know, to go off when you're selecting a pack for The Sims. I prefer going to see friends. That's a very good reason to, you know, base your location on Swedish. I get that. Totally get that. Also, let's continue. I feel like we were smoothing this out as much as possible. you know, now that the stairs are in place. Although I'm doubting whether I want this exposed. But I think we can add bushes and stuff so you don't really see it. But I like this idea of, you know, this can be, we can put nice trees and stuff around here. And then this can be a really beautiful pool area, maybe with, I don't know, like a bar or something. Or maybe lounge chairs? I have an idea, wait. Wait. Can I not build it on the pool? Huh. I thought you could build it on the pool. No. Well, we have a workaround for that, I think. Let me see. Let me see if this works. Nope. I thought you could lower this without actually, you know, lowering this. Because it's on the second floor, but maybe not. Wait. Nope. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I used to know how to do this, but I forgot. I have something called Raynaud syndrome. So do not get blood to my fingers and feet. Oh, I know this. I had someone in my class who had this as well, and her fingers turned blue when it was too cold. I remember this from her. She actually struggled with that a lot because it hurt as well when it, you know, was too cold. I have no idea, but what's your favorite? Actually, I have quite an extensive pack ranking up on my YouTube channel. Which includes all of the packs up until Cottage Living. And I talk about which packs I like and why I like them and why I do not like them. I think I prefer from game packs. I think that Parenthood is one of my favorites, but that's because I love family gameplay and I love the idea that you can parent your kids a little bit more. But I also know that there are a lot of people that don't like that pack at all. So that's a very personal preference because it matches with my style of gameplay. Concerning build items, I do not know right now which is my favorite. Yep, Sweetie's still thinking about going. Let me see. I'm actually kind of thinking right now. I like Spa Day since they did the update a lot. That made the pack a lot better with especially with like the nail polish and the whole salon thing. That's very, very nice. Dream Home Decorator. Dream Home Decorator is my favorite game pack. I completely forgot that was a game pack, but as a builder, Dream Home Decorator is my absolute favorite. But if you like gameplay, I wouldn't recommend getting Dream Home Decorator that much. I think... there we go. Okay. I don't think I like that, though. Hello, Viras. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How long are you still gonna stream? I've been live for an hour, so 8:30, 9:30, 10, something like 2.5, 3 hours, I think. Something like that. Depends on how tired I get. I think I will definitely go for another 2 hours. So until like the 3-hour mark today. And then I will just have to see how tired I am because I had a very long day today. I woke up very early and I went to the office the entire day. So, you know, if I notice that I'm kind of collapsing or not that energetic anymore, I might actually end a little bit earlier than normal, but we'll just have to see because if I'm having a really nice time, then, you know, I might stay on. Sorry, I missed a bit of that. My sister was talking to me, but I already have Dream Home Decorator and I'm thinking of buying Eco Lifestyle. I love Eco Lifestyle. That is an expansion pack though, so it's kind of more expensive than a game pack. But if you can buy it like on sale or in a bundle or anything, I love that pack a lot. Especially since I love the build items and they go very well together with Dream Home Decorator as well. And hello Bart, welcome in. How are you doing today? How's your Friday? I'm at my sister's, soon gonna drive back home. I hope you're still live then. Don't rush it though. Take your time with your sister as well. It's very nice to have, you know, some time with family. Ari says hi. She's out with friends, so that's why she can't be here today. You guys are always so adorable. Like, letting me know why you are not here. Like, that's always okay. I know that you guys have, you know, lives and friends and stuff as well. I kind of want to hide it. I'm sorry. Just want to see if it's possible to hide it. I prefer to add plants. You know, we can make it pretty with plants, but it looks a lot better without the weird border around it. I just joined on my phone while waiting for an order. How is the build? Good. We actually moved the pool to the down area. And now we are actually working on, you know, trying to get a way for the Sims to walk down to the pool area. The audacity to call you on a break. Hello, Oddsock. Welcome in. How are you today? How's your Friday? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to buy a bundle, so I need 2 other packs, but I don't know what to choose. I think if you get Eco Lifestyle, if you don't already have it, I would recommend either Spa Day or Parenthood. I think those are 2 of my favorite game packs. And for stuff packs, what do I like? My favorite of all times is Laundry Day. But that's just because, you know, I'm a nerd like that. I love to do chores. But I also really like Tiny Living. And Paranormal is a very good pack if you're into... together with Vampires, by the way. If you like more occult style gameplay, then I would recommend getting Vampires and Paranormal, I think. Good. Got the day off school, so it's been awesome. Those are the best days. Very, very nice. I'm so happy to see my sister again. Last time was before Christmas. We haven't been able to see each other because of COVID. Noah, thank you so much for introducing the world yet again to that wonderful, wonderful song. And for letting us jam a little bit. Appreciate it. And thank you for the 400 biddies. That's really, really sweet. But because of surgeries and COVID, yeah. I feel like, you know, especially if you live a little bit further apart, it can definitely affect how many times you can see each other in the, you know, the past year because of health and stuff. But it's really, really nice that you guys see each other now. I swear to God. My dad never came back. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. And if you want to tell the story of your username, I'm actually kind of curious now. I swear to God, I sing this song all the time now. Yep. I'm so happy that we provided you with that insight and knowledge too, bro. It's in my Jam Spotify playlist. That's how bad it is. Buying milk? Is that what he went to do? I kinda... Yeah. Because then that's like the entire corner. I kinda want to see though. I thought about it because my dad never came back. I mean, that's fair. As in, to use it as a username then. That makes sense. But I'm sorry that your dad never came back. But also, how are you doing? I hope not. I definitely hope that that's not gonna happen. But let's try not to put things like that in chat. Because, I don't know. It makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, and also I'm kind of here to distract myself from shit like that. So we can talk about it. It's not like I want to ban it completely, but let's not put, you know, stuff like that because it's kind of heavy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm hanging out here to not actually be talking about that, you know, all day. Can I select multiple? I think I should be able to select multiple, right? No. Okay. Elevate. Also, to just joined on the desk. No. Is it now? Yeah, that's perfect. Silly little escape, yep. In the best way possible. I have spa day, but parenthood sounds really good. I don't really like laundry day. Then if you have to add a stuff pack, I mean, even if you don't really like, how do you say this? The occult stuff? Still, paranormal is a really good pack, building-wise as well. It has a lot of beautiful items. Shift click to place multiple. Yeah, but I wanted to select multiple with tool. So I was like trying to figure out a mod that I don't 100% understand yet. Which is, you know, just me being ambitious. Trying to be all cool and building with mods, you know, with tool. I just wasn't ready. I think maybe I kind of like the idea, even though these trees don't 100% fit with, you know, the surroundings. Since, I don't know who said it, that it looked like Edna Mode's house from The Incredibles. Ever since, I've not been able to get that picture out of my head. Thank you so much for the breather. If there's anyone hanging out with us that wants to join in on a little chill breather moment, let's just, you know, get some peace. Nice. Kind of needed that. Also, I opened my eyes and I literally saw this song. It's called Call Me Daddy. I mean, you know.
Soms verblijdt, wil ik liever, 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 liever voor altijd.
I'm doing the real cat gem. Although she's not agreeing. But thank you so much for blessing our ears with some Dutch folk song, you know. To be like, let me escape your bed. I don't want this. Please, let me go. But thank you for the 400 biddies again, Noah. Thank you, thank you. I downloaded like 300 mods. Oh my god. For Cass and building last week, but in my game they look so bad. The graphics was so messed up. Did you download like alpha mods, like very high quality textured graphic things? Also, please go there. You're in the way. You're Dutch? Me too! Yay! Another Dutchie. So yeah, that's why that song is in there, you know? I think your emotes are the cutest I've ever seen. Thank you. My sister designs my emotes. And my sister is absolutely amazing. And we made them. Well, she made them and I just said, oh, I like this. Or, ooh, can we make it a little bit more pink? And then she made it a little bit more pink. And she's very talented. So, you know. I love my emotes. On that note, I should get back to work. Have a nice rest of stream. Probably won't be able to catch the tail. And love yous to Pluto and back. I love yous to Pluto and back as well, Noah. Thank you so much for hanging out. And good luck with work today. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. I will pass on the compliment. Your English is so much better than mine. Just keep practicing. That will come. I speak English for my job the entire day, so you know. It improves with doing it a lot. No, sorry. I know that Megan, I know that we agreed that it was Edna Mode's house, but I cannot do those trees. They just look weird in the environment. I think I have to find these trees, you know? Where is the path? Yeah, famous. Oh. Okay, so these trees are probably just base game. Then, I think. Yep, they're base game. Okay. We can do that, I think. There were just splats of color. I have too much. Oh my, I'm sorry. That sucks that it was splats of color. Maybe it's broken. I don't know. But downloading mods in CC can be a little bit frustrating like that, you know? I totally get it. I already want to live in this shell. Can you please give me the keys after it's ready? Pretty please. Here you go, Petra. The keys. There you go. It's called an umlaut in Swedish too. It's actually called an umlaut in Dutch as well. Can you speak Dutch? I speak Afrikaans, what is really close to Dutch. It's Dutch mixed with some other languages. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. Nice. I can speak Dutch. Yes, it's my native language. Dus als je zou willen, kan ik een klein beetje Nederlands praten. Ik vind het alleen altijd heel gek om opeens Nederlands te praten. Als ik aan het streamen ben. Omdat ik altijd Engels praat. But I think if I hear South African, I can understand quite a lot of it as well. Hello, Leonore. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How's your Friday? In German too. Yeah, I think it's a German word, right? As in, technically, it's a German word. Can I do this and then rotate it? Oh, we're gonna go to this point again where it's like I have absolutely no idea how to rotate. That didn't do anything. I'm sorry? Is it just me or is it not rotating? Maybe if I change the axis. Yeah, then it rotates. No, it just doesn't rotate like that. Okay. It probably should work, but it just doesn't want to work right now. Well, you know, we'll figure it out. Also, debug and live edit is not working. Because I'm supposed to see a lot of things here and I'm not seeing them. Do you guys mind if I really quickly update the mod? Literally like 3-minute task. Let me see. Better build by download. There we go. Hello, Santerisa lover. Lavara. I keep saying your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Do you have like maybe a nickname or anything that would make my brain help? No, say it correctly. But also welcome and how are you doing today? How's your Friday? Wish we could all place columns. Oh my god, yes. Yes, you just summed up all of my wishes in one sentence. Hier die stroom is so good, vibrerende. I think it's like, that in Dutch is a little bit weird, but I do know what you mean. It's like, here the vibe is really good. Right? Okay. Salovara. Sunterry. I'm just gonna literally write that down. I think that should be fine. Then at least I have like a visual reminder for myself how to say it correctly. And also, Leonor, you're doing good. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm really, really happy to hear that. My day's been also really good. I'm just very tired today because I had a very short night and then a very long day. So, you know. Let me actually... Here we go. Unzip. Extract files. Thank you very much. I think I need to do this mod. And then this one. Better reply, delete that one, place the new one. Hello. Go. I feel like that's not correct though. I don't think I just placed the right one. Well, I think I did. So now it's time to restart the game. Well, why did Noah call me a hot dog? I don't know, Evan. I have no idea, but let's go with Swedish's explanation. No, I don't think they were being mean. Knowing Noah, he was probably just joking around, and he was not being mean. In English, this stream is so good. Vibing. Nice. Okay. Nice. He's not a meanie, no. Noah is too sweet bean to be meanie. I just decided to make a random choice yesterday to start learning Welsh. That's so cool. Very impressive. Because my grandparents moved to Wales and I want to be able to interact with their neighbors and friends when I go up to see them. That's so cool. I literally only know Welsh from The Crown. As in, like, you know, that's all the Welsh I've ever heard in my life. Okay, that's part one. Now I have to turn the mod on and then restart my game again, and then we're good to go. I have a mod that adds personality traits, so I have a sim who is a perky daydreamer. Very nice. So she's always either very happy, dazed, or very inspired, and every sim around her is creeped out. I love it when you have mods like that that really enable you with storytelling. I kind of need those mods to get my creative juices flowing, if you get what I mean. It's like, you know, otherwise I just tell boring stories. I love hot dogs though. Hot dogs are good. I haven't had one in a long time, but now I kind of want one. I don't like using build mods except debug and tool and such. Yeah, I use tool, but I'm quite new to using tool, so you know, it's kind of, I'm not really there yet. And I use better build by because it allows me to use the organized debug a lot easier. Like, you actually have an organized menu for the debug and the live edit objects. So that one I use, and what else do I use? I use like MCC and stuff to change the seasons, but I also use MCC for gameplay, so... BRB trying to get my mom to let me buy an expansion pack. Okay, good luck. Okay, just restarting the game for last time, and then we're good. Tool is too finicky. I have to say Tool is kind of difficult to get your head around, but I used to think that Tool was very, very difficult because you could only use it in live mode, so when you were actually playing with your sims, and that just made it hella confusing. But now that I can use it in build mode, I started to play around with it a little bit. And you know, some things like lowering and rising objects and stuff, like with more precision than doing it in game with 0 and 9 is you know, that kind of, I can kind of do that now. I'm over here really nervous. Don't be nervous, Evan. Here is a hug. You're such a sweet bean. Nothing to be nervous about. I had to do work stuff for the last 30 minutes or so. What did I miss? I just updated the better build by mod, so we're just restarting the game. And then I'm gonna continue building. I wanted to use some debug items, and I kind of needed to update the mod that I use for that. My typical mom said tomorrow. That's probably something that my mom would have said as well. I liked it most of the time, but when I tried to remove it, my moods broke. Wait. What broke, Evelina? Let's see. Delso Valley, by the way, we can go back into game. Needs to load anyways. There we go. But yesterday she said tomorrow. Yep. Sounds like a typical mom. Oh, your CC broke. Yeah. CC and mods can be really iffy when, you know, you're updating your game and then you have to update your CC and mods, and then sometimes the weirdest shit just breaks. But I think now I should actually be able to do this. There we go. That's giving me a lot more trees to work with, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lot better. Hello? Yeah, there we go. I like that. Because the reason I wanted to go into debug is because there are a lot of pretty rocks that I want to use. You know, like this. But then I will probably place it here. And then I'll have, wait, no, that one is going to interfere with the pool. Can I turn that around though? Yeah. And then with tool, I'm actually going to lower it. Elevate, minus 0.5. No, it needs to go more. I was kind of hoping that, you know, if I lowered it, it would still stick out, but that's not really happening. Oh my god, you have custom painted maps? Yep, I do. I definitely have custom painted maps. They are also a video on my YouTube channel. I have like a quick tutorials, like 5 minutes, on how to install them and where to download them. It's just as easy as custom content. So you literally just download it and put it in your mods folder, and it replaces the default maps. But it's very, very nice. It makes my game look a ton better. Can you imagine swimming along near a cliff? I don't think I've ever done that, but it would be pretty cool. I would like to do it. Hello, Paramanana, welcome in. How are you doing today? How's your Friday going? Have you ever been so scared of someone, but then you get to know them and you become great friends? Yep. I've had people that I was actually quite intimidated with, and then I got to know them and I was like, but you guys are actually amazing. And then we became great friends. Yeah, I do have move objects on. I always have move objects on. I cannot build without it. That was a lot bigger. Yes, I do use a reshade. I have the Dove reshade currently, because I feel like it makes my game look so vibrant and pretty and happy, you know. There are, yeah, pools like infinity pools, especially if you have like infinity pools in Singapore that are on top of a building. I always think they're so cool. Happy it's Friday. I feel you. What are you up to today? Today we're doing a shell challenge. We kind of started with the shell challenge on Wednesday. It's an absolutely monstrous shell because it had a lot of diagonal walls in a very, very weird shape. As you can see, this part sticks out. And then this is actually the ground floor. So that part kind of sticks out over here. So we've been trying to hide it. We've been trying to make something pretty of it. And that's what we were up to on Wednesday. And actually today we started with the pool area downstairs. So I think it's coming along nicely, but we still have a lot of work to do before this shell is done. And right now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to add over here. I think I might end up going for these anyways. But then making them smaller. And actually lowering them as well, I think. So, you know, moving them over here. And then doing this. That was definitely not a good choice. That was way too much. No, please go back. I need to redo that because I messed up there. There we go. Oh no, I forgot to. Why do I keep forgetting to click off it? But now it's also not in the right place. Yep, and I have to move it again. See, this is why I don't like working with Tool, because you kind of have to think 3 steps ahead, and that's usually not what I'm good at. But there we go. You know, then on this side we can add some plants and stuff, I think. Gotta go. Have a great Friday. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I will definitely add sun loungers, yeah. But I will focus on the like furniture later, definitely. Have a really good rest of your Friday, Hot Sock. Thank you so much for hanging out here. I love how well they cover the cliff color. Me too. Because the cliff color here is just incredibly ugly. So you know, we gotta work our way around some things in The Sims. But that's usually the trick with landscaping in The Sims, is adding layers on top of layers of, you know, plants and rocks and things like that. So, you know. I don't like how they stick out on this side. So I think we gotta make them smaller. That works. Finished work? Nice, Lunar. Nice, nice, nice. That's so good. Do you now have weekend then officially, or do you still have to wrap up some things during the weekend as well? So I was being a bit anxious with my psychologist this week because it was the last appointment and I didn't really feel like my symptoms were bad enough, and he almost stopped me. Like, no, you deserve help. And in a way, I felt like he said I need help. I feel this. But at the same time, one thing that is very important to unlearn, as in unlearn our brains, is that it's okay to need help. And it is okay if someone sees that you need help and they offer you the help. Because it's okay not to be able to do things on your own. And the fact that so many people feel like it's a bad thing to need help is so, I don't know. It's actually kind of sad, because not only do you deserve help, because, you know, you deserve to be happy, it's completely fine if you are struggling and you need some time or help or anything to be okay again. And there is never a thing as not feeling bad enough for help. Ever. So keep it in mind, because you are important and you matter, and it is okay to need help, and you deserve help, and you deserve to be happy. So please, pinky promise me that you'll do your best not to forget that, because you are worthy and you're awesome. So, you know, just wanted to say that. Felt like that I needed to tell you. It's weekend time, back at work Monday midday. Nice. Enjoy, sit back and relax, and enjoy that it's weekend time. I guess in a way everyone needs help, but you do deserve help, and to find a way to be happy and improve your life. He was trying to validate you, not make it a negative thing by the sound of it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No other possible reason, no. No. And even if, you know, he was like, I think you still need help, that's because they agree with how you feel. Thank you so much for the breather again. Sorry. Let's do that. That's always so nice. I love that. Hello, Sleepy Dumpling. Welcome in. How are you doing today? How is your Friday? Yeah, I know Swedish. I know. That's the thing, is like, you know, anxious brains, or, you know, just brains that are struggling tend to tell us things that make no sense. Even though we know it doesn't make sense, that doesn't mean that we don't feel that way. So I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. Because even though you don't have to feel that way, it's completely valid that you do. And it's okay. It's okay that you struggle with it. Because I can imagine, you know, having negative emotions with that as well. Symmetry System, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I'm so sorry. I'm late to stream. You're never late on Twitch. You're always right on time. But how are you? We don't have the late command here, I think. I think we have it over at Ellen's. Or we. You have it over at Ellen's. Ooh, I hear a stretchy stretch. 1 second. I just want to... I think that's better. Nice, I like that a lot. But thank you so much, Ash. Up to the sky, way out wide, tip overboard, and flap like a bird. Up to the sky, way out wide. What's the tip overboard, though? Is it like that? Flap like a bird. There you go. Victoria Hassel, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Actually, that was kind of nice. You got it? Nice. Actually, that was quite a nice stretch. I might do it more often like that. And hello, Victoria. Welcome to chat as well. Hello, hello. Okay. Thank you so much for the redeeming. Hi, I'm new. What I usually do when someone redeems this is I do like a short introduction of myself, and then feel free to pop into chat and tell me something about yourself as well. But hi, my name is Rosanna or Rosie. I use she, her pronouns. By day, I work as a project manager, and by night, I'm a streamer. I mostly play comfy cozy games like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, but right now I'm kind of addicted to The Sims, so we're mostly playing The Sims. I'm doing either the Not So Berry challenge or building a little bit. I'm quite the chatterbox. I have ADHD. I identify as demisexual, and feel free to hop into chat to tell me something about yourself, but if you just want to hang out and have a lurk or a casual chat, that's completely fine. We absolutely love to have you here. It's good for loosening the muscles in the wrist. Important. Yep. Very important. I had surgery on my wrist. Wait, I'm not sure if you can see it that well. Actually, the scar is getting a lot lighter these days. But I do a lot of wrist exercises, and I also have this wonderful vertical mouse that helps me keep good posture with my hands and stuff. How long are you in the Not So Berry challenge? I don't think I have seen you play it. I played it this week, I think on Monday. I started... when did I start? I think somewhere mid-December. But I... One, I'm a little bit slow with the Not So Berry challenge. Because I tend to get distracted as well. With either challenges or other kind of streams. And because I was on holiday and did the shell tours and stuff, I kind of haven't played the Not So Berry challenge that much lately. But I try to play it at least once a week, I think. And then yesterday I had a talk with my manager about it because I have to reach out to some other clinic. So I also read about anxiety and what there is to help. That made me more anxious. I feel you, Swedish. Do you have anyone that can like help you? Maybe like friend or family member that can help you out in the process of finding a new clinic, actually applying there in that whole process and maybe looking into what you need to know so you don't have to go through that alone. I think my family will help me, yeah. It's like I can imagine that might help as well if I ask them. Are you scared to ask them? Or anxious to ask them? I'm Victoria, well you already know that, and I use she, her pronouns, and I love to sing. What's your favorite thing to sing? Like, do you prefer pop music, more classical music, maybe rock, anything? I would love to hear it. I wear wrist braces to keep my wrist properly aligned. I used to wear a wrist brace a lot before my surgery because I had a lot of pain. Then they did the surgery, which helped a lot, but I know when I'm like working out or anything and I know I put a lot of pressure on my wrist, I tend to wear a brace at night so my wrist can actually rest in the correct position when I go to sleep. I hear that a lot of people have this. Regular meditation really helps. But at the same time, I have an ADHD brain, so for me meditation is about the worst thing possible because they always say like, let your thoughts flow, you know? And the problem with me is like, but then it just gets very chaotic in my head, so I don't feel rested, I just feel more stressed. So for me, it helps to like listen to an audiobook or like watch something on TV that I've already seen 100 times. Because then my brain still sees it, but I don't actively have to process the information because I know what's gonna come up. I have the same with Sims, like when I Sims for myself. I just, you know, play it, building, like I can empty my head while doing it. Like I find meditation in doing certain tasks, but figuring out what those tasks are is kind of difficult. Good idea to wear them at night. It's nice because then during the day you feel the freedom of, you know, just being able to do everything. But then at night you don't need your hands anyway, so they can actually rest in the completely correct position. And then by day, I felt that my wrists were a lot less painful. Carpal tunnel, I actually don't have carpal tunnel. I am double jointed, meaning all of my joints are extremely flexible because my tendons do not work. So my muscles keep all of my joints together. And then I got a cyst inside of my wrist, which was kind of unfortunate. I can see that there are other forms of meditation, like even playing The Sims. Yeah, totally. You have the same symmetry system with not being able to meditate. Double jointed too? High five. High five on the double jointed team. I experience a lot of pain in my fingers and thumbs. Doctor thought it was carpal tunnel, but I have rheumatoid arthritis. I also get pain in other joints and my feet. That sucks. I'm sorry that you are experiencing that. I know that I have a lot of pain in like my back, my shoulder. Specifically, my wrists are a problem area. Because, you know, like also for my shoulders, they just hang to the front. Not because I have bad posture, but literally because my tendons are not, you know, keeping them back. So my muscles have to work really hard. It's annoying, but it's doable. You just have to do a lot of specific exercises. I'm also hypermobile, currently looking into EDS diagnosis. Have you considered it? Wait, what is EDS diagnosis? Oh yeah, I actually know this. It's called differently in Dutch, I think. I think it is like I technically have the diagnosis of being double jointed, which is a form of EDS. So it's like a lighter form. You can also have a quite heavy form of EDS. A lot of people don't know that being double jointed is actually a form of EDS, because that's, I think, what makes it difficult is that also, let's just go here. I can go on a break in a bit as well. But the thing with EDS is that you can be double jointed without ever having any problems. Like if you never experience pain, if you never experience a shoulder dislocating or whatever from it, you can still have it, but you can have it without issues, and then it's actually not EDS. But as soon as you experience limitations in your life, then technically it's considered EDS. What do you have? Can you say it in Dutch? Hypermobiel. Hypermobiliteit. Which in English is called double jointedness. But we call it hypermobiel. And I think like a lot of people say like, oh, I'm super hypermobiel, because, you know, they are very flexible. But being flexible is not necessarily the same as being double jointed, because you don't experience any limitations in your actual day-to-day life. So that's like at least what I learned from my doctor. And also, Agnita, hi, welcome in. How are you doing? How is your Friday going so far? And also, Subro, Rosalia, Sydney, and Tay, thank you so much for those hosts. I just checked it now, but I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. If anyone is interested, vitamin D3 is fantastic for joint and muscle pain. The human body is naturally deficient in it, and those with such pain and conditions need extra. Just as an example, my grandfather had bone cancer but started taking liquid vitamin D. Liquid is more pure and easier for the body to take in. And a year later, really? That's amazing. Actually, I think... Wow! Thank you so much for the 50 minis and for playing the wow sound. I love that sound so much. But what I think... Now that you say this is like... I know that when I get a lot of sun, or like when I'm outside a lot, I always feel like I have less muscle pain. And I always considered that that was because I was outside and moving. Actually, now you say this, I'm like, maybe I need to add this. You know, it is never wrong to add vitamins to your, you know, to your routine anyways. I take multivitamin, so it's probably already in there, but maybe sunlight is a natural source of vitamin D3. I used to take vitamin D like as an what is it called? Like a pill thingy, like a vitamin. But I haven't done that in a really, really long time. I have diagnosis with ADD and chronic depression. I'm sorry. That can be a struggle some days. I have ADHD and I live with someone who struggles with depression, so I know both of them, like one from experience and one from being very close to it, and it can be difficult, but it's also manageable. You can definitely, you know, learn to live with it and have really great days as well. But to get enough from the sunlight to fill the average daily need, you would have to spend 20 hours consecutively in the sun. Okay, that's not something I do. That's definitely not something I do. I was actually thinking now, you know, that since we're chatting and stuff, I might actually go take a quick break to grab myself a cup of tea. I've been live for almost 2 hours already. Time really, really flies. You have the depression under control. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Because that's, you know, that I can imagine that helps in the quality of life to have it under control. That's why it's recommended to supplement it. That's the word I was looking for earlier, supplement. I take like already a lot of supplements, but I think I can add this one quite easily. But how do you guys think about a quick little break? Then you guys can also practice some self-care, like walk away from the screen, stretch your legs. And if you are staying here because you're too lazy to stand up, why don't you guys check what's in the fridge today? I got some strawberries. I'm good with that. Hello, Andrea. Welcome in. How are you doing? I was just about to go on a break, but I will be back in 5 quick minutes. I will see all of yous in 5. Hello, I am back. I got myself a cup of tea. I hope that you guys also got yourself something nice to drink. Let me see, what did you guys take from the fridge? Tubro, a broccoli. Nice. A carrot, Nuna, okay.
Hello, lettuce. Hello, lettuce.
Thank you so much for the biddy, sweetie dumpling. Thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And, Petra, hi. But I see like broccoli, carrot, and tortillas. I mean, are you guys cooking? Are you guys making some food? And thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna take a sip of my lemonade because my tea is still way too hot. Ew, put it back. Nice. Let me see. Thank you, Evan, for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Celeste. Welcome in. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Some eggs. Okay. And you took some milk, Petra. Interesting. Interesting. That's a good veggie taco. I know. I know. Yeah, today we are doing a shell challenge that was made by another streamer for streamers. But I also have a shell challenge up on my gallery that was like for last month. It was actual, you know, everyone could participate and I toured it on stream. But you can still do it if you want to try. Actually, maybe now is a good moment to do the announcement of the winner of the shell challenge. How about that? You didn't miss it. No, you didn't. You did not. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. I will do an explanation of why I picked this person. I had a top 3 of builds that I thought were super creative. Something like maybe I hadn't seen in The Sims before. Thank you so much for the 5 biddies again. That's so sweet. Thank you, thank you. I'm so excited for the winner. I'm a little bit nervous to actually announce it. But the reason that like I narrowed it down to a top 3 of builds that like impressed me, inspired me, or surprised me. Like I think those were the 3 main things. Because to be fair, all of the builds that I toured were absolutely incredible and every single one of you was so talented and I was amazed by every single one of you. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick one that inspired me to start building something or inspired me to do something different. So that was the thing. And then we had a top 3. And I found it very difficult to pick because that top 3, everyone was good. I couldn't pick. So I consulted Boyfriend TXT and I was like, tell me, if you see these 3 builds, I didn't tell him who made which one. I was just like, if you see these 3 builds, I took some screenshots. Which one do you think is the best? Or like, you know, for someone who has 0 Sims knowledge, which one do you prefer? And we unanimously came to one build. And if I'm gonna say this, you guys are gonna know, or at least the person that won is gonna know. Because the build was inspired and based on one single painting. Which I thought was really cool because I actually noticed it. So it was super creative. Yup, it's Celeste. It's you. Celeste, aka No Free Earbuds. So for the people that, you know, don't know that her name is Celeste. No free earbuds in chat. I was seriously impressed by the fact that when I was walking around the house, like apart from the floor plan and the way you decorate it and with the kitchen on a diagonal and everything, that like, you know, was already mind-blowing. But the fact that it had an entire creative concept behind it, that I said it when I was on the floor downstairs and I was like, oh, it's like a house where the sunrise is like eternal. And then I came upstairs and I said, oh, it's like the house is this painting. And then you said, it's actually what inspired me. I don't know why, but I thought that was such a cool idea to just grab a painting that you really like and try to make an entire house out of it. And that you actually did that in the shell. Can we see the winning build? Yes, I took some screenshots. So let me actually grab those real quick. I think they're here. Let me see. So I need to go here real quick and do like that. So this was the outside. I thought this was already super creative. Because the door and like putting it, ADHD brain, oh, I can see me from here? What? I'm confused, Swedish. But I already love this. I remember, you know, when I was touring it, I already said that it was super creative that the front door was on a diagonal, and then, you know, with the stairs being placed like this and this being all open, like the entire floor plan just made a lot of sense. Oh, my sticker, yep. So I absolutely loved that. Then the backyard was also super, super beautiful. I love the fact that the pool was like a wraparound around the house, just, you know, making sense of the shape. Love that part. I think one of the favorite things about this build was the kitchen. It's just, I don't know. I wanna have this kitchen. Love that, all the details and the angles. Yeah, me too. So this was the point where I was like blown away by it already. Then we had this part of the build, and this is where I said, hey, this is, you know, it looks like there's an eternal sunrise in this house, with all of the colors and stuff, which I absolutely loved. And then we came upstairs to this painting, and I was like, this looks like the house. You know, it has the same vibe. And then Celeste said, yeah, this is the painting that inspired me to do this build. So, that's why I felt like, you know, you had, apart from having an amazing build, because I felt like, you know, a lot of people had an amazing build, you had a very good creative concept. And I think that deserved to win the Shell Challenge. So, you get to pick a kit of your choice. So send me a message, and I will send it to you on Origin. Congratulations on winning the Shell Challenge. I had so much fun. Because all of the builds were so incredibly creative, and I got inspiration from so many. Yes, and Celeste, I think your name on the gallery is this, right? Just checking. But yeah, I really love doing a Shell Challenge. Had so much fun as well. It was so nice to build, but also like the tours. I had a lot of fun during the tours as well. Just, you know, seeing what people do with it and how different it can be from, you know, one person doing it to the next. Amazing. I really enjoyed it. So everyone who entered and participated in the Shell, thank you so much, because I had so much fun. And I really hope to, you know, to see all of you back for the next version of the Shell, because I cannot wait to see what you guys do with that. Shell challenges are my favorite thing in The Sims. I know, right? I know. What are you making? So today we are doing a Shell challenge from, like I said, the other Sims streamer who created a shell for all Sims streamers. And this is actually a monstrous shell. So we kind of buried the ground floor. And then this is the, you know, actually the middle floor, but, you know, we made it bigger. And this is what we've been trying to do. Yeah, of course, Ash. Of course. I can actually show you guys. That was not the button I wanted to click. Oh, you know, I can go here. That's fine.
What the hell was that?
Thank you so much for the 200 biddies. What the hell was that? Thank you so much, Sleepy Dumpling. That's incredibly kind of you. What the heck? Thank you. That's really cute. Thank you. And thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you. Okay, let me go to my library. So the other one that I loved was this one. This one was also in the top 3. I didn't have a specific order in the top 3. I just picked like the 3 ones that, you know, amazed me the most, or like in a way, because I think this one had a very, very creative floor plan as well. With like the entire top floor being one room. And the outside as well was super, super cool. So this one was definitely in my top 3 as well, because I just thought, like, you know, the landscaping and stuff, yeah. And the coloring, loved it. Yeah, same. This was a very, very good contestant. And then the other one that was this one, was yours, Bandana. Because this one, when I placed it, I was not expecting the inside. I think this one surprised me the most. As in, you kept the shape, you didn't hide any weird parts of the build, you kept the entire roofing, and you made sense of it, and you also made something that was like, you know, like filling the lot, like it made sense in the environment as well. And just the inside, I thought it was so cute, and I loved it so much. It really made me want to go here. So like those were the top 3 that I eventually ended up picking. I also tried to stay close to, you know, my reaction on stream, like during the tours. Like, what did I feel when I was touring it? And I loved every single one of them, but some were just, you know, I was just so surprised, or was like overwhelmed with like, wait, what? How did someone come up with this? And I think that's, you know, that's how my top 3 sort of came to be. I just stayed close to what my first impressions were, and the difficulty was they were also amazing. So I had a really, really difficult time choosing. I was like yesterday, like, but I just want to pick them all. But yeah. So everyone who entered, thank you so much. I really, really enjoyed it. I love to see how different they were as well. That was seriously one of the best things about doing the Shell challenges. Seeing all of the different builds and seeing how creative everyone can get is amazing. Those were all really good choices. They are all lovely. Every single one of them was lovely though. I feel like, you know, there was not one single build in there that I felt like I didn't like. Not one single one. There we go. That's correct, right? Yeah. Funny thing, and we talked about it yesterday, I don't know anything about any of these builds. I just haven't been paying attention. You've been paying attention to different things, Swedish. You've been paying attention, but just not to the game. There really were so many beautiful builds, yeah. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, in a way, I was actually the biggest winner of the Shell Challenge because I got to see what everyone made of it. And I got to tour all of your builds, so, you know. I was actually the lucky one. Okay, Ro, remember when you said that thing that people with anxiety rewatch the same TV show because they know what's going to happen next? Yep. Well, I just opened TikTok and I just got the same exact thing just now on my For You page. Well, actually, it's kind of relaxing, isn't it? Okay, important question. Do we add railings? Because I kind of feel like then we need to add a fence as well. I can bonk the game. True. True. No railing? No. Okay. Also, Swedish, are you all of a sudden paying attention to the game? Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I need to... Barbara Pell. So, wow, that took me longer than it should have taken me. But thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. You are sad. Why are you sad? Northern Simmer, what's up? What if we add this one over here? And then we can add the same rocks over here. I like that. I mean, it goes to that platform by the house, so it could be feasible to have a fence or something there. I think so. It's just, I'm not sure whether I like to fence this in. Since it's so modern, I feel like it wouldn't make a lot of sense to fence it in. Rainbow Water, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Also, I really, really appreciate all of the little dashes between the letters. It makes it so easy on my brain to read. Like, this is a username that I can read, which is an exception for me. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Nice, Swedish. Very nice. I kind of feel like this corner needs an extra plant. Maybe something like this. I can even make the username into emotes. Yep. That's how many emotes you have. Ooh, what do you want me to decorate with, Sleepy? We have a crown. We have the flowers. We have the rainbow unicorn. Or we have a weird bucket head that looks very strange if I put it over my headphones. So which one do you want? So many options. Bring out the crown. Okay. Could have seen that coming, you know. Let me put it on. It's always kind of fiddly to actually put it on my head, you know. There we go. Thank you so much for the crown. I appreciate it. Just name the redeemed crown the streamer. Maybe I should do that, shouldn't I? And thank you so much, Petra, for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I want to add this, like, one over, so we could add a plant over here as well. I feel like that would make a little bit more sense. Maybe 0.3? Yeah, perfect. Perfection. Although, it was kind of too close to the stairs. What if I can also, wait. I think I need to move it here, but then I need to make it smaller. That's what I need to do. Skill. Maybe 90? That didn't do anything again, did it? Oh, between 0 wait. No. Why isn't this working? Why isn't nothing working? I think I need to update tool as well. Okay, no, tool actually works. It actually works, my friends. Oopsie! Hello? What now? So 1.5. There we go. Nope. And then I need to move it over, and then I need to move it down again. There we go. only I could do it. So try 1.7. Do you think 1.7 might be better? I just did 1.5, I think. Actually, 1.7 it might be better. Just like it's a little bit on the stairs, but that's fine. I think. I want to add that over there. There we go. So that little corner is also filled up a little bit. When I'm hungry. No, I like the bucket hat. Okay. Then we keep it as a general redeem too, bro. Don't worry. Am I allowed to say that I strongly dislike the way the UI in The Sims looks? What do you dislike, Swedish? Because of course you're allowed to say that, but I'm actually curious what you do not like. If only I could speak. That'd be convenient. Let me actually save. I haven't saved in forever. Of course, too, bro. Of course. Just the actual UI elements. Do you mean if I do this like this menu? Like this as well? Or also this? Like, you know, everything down here and at the top and stuff. Also, what kind of floor? Should we add? And just blech. Okay. That's clear. That's clear. Should we add something like... Well, that's maybe better for indoors, though. But, you know, something like this. Should we make it wood? Do we like this? I kind of want to add these underneath as well. Yeah, I think that's good. There we go. That's pretty nice. It's just an opinion, but this would not be allowed at my company. Contrast is too. Okay, but Swedish, the contrast is shit because I have a reshader. So usually the contrast is a lot better in the game itself. But with my reshader on of the UI, yeah, I'll show you. Wait. Let me show you. I can remember where I put my reshader settings. There we go. Look. See? That's a lot better. So the fact that it's like so white and washed out is because of the reshader. It completely fucks up the UI. But I got used to it, so I don't see it anymore. But I know that when I first saw Sunny's stream, I was like, how can you actually work with the UI? It's still white on light gray, that's true. That is true. But I feel like any other color would distract from the objects, at least on this part. But I agree that this part might be nice, but if you hover over, it actually changes color. But I agree with you. It's, you know, they can definitely do better UI-wise. But if I put this back on, it definitely gets worse. Okay, I think I like the wood because it kind of breaks up all of the white and black in the build. So how about we actually decorate for a little bit? I think I kind of want to add a bar over here. Is it called a pergola? I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Although this is definitely not modern, so, you know, it might completely fuck up the vibe. I like the idea of having this next to the pool, but I'm not sure if I like this or if I want to make a custom one. I think I want to make a custom one. But for that, we're quickly going to have to add a room. Add some columns. Hello, Viras, welcome back. Hello, hello. I hope you had good travel home. Hello. Like for instance, our buttons are purple on a white. Yeah. I think though a lot of people don't like colored buttons as well. I also think it's very much a how do you say this? Taste in looks, what you prefer. There we go. And what I now need to do is get the fence. Get this one, then the white one. And then do like that. It's always a very tedious task. Personal preference. Thank you. I could not, you know, come up with the word. Okay, that's not gonna work. I did not realize that, but that's fine. I can fix that. We just... Why, Sims? Why do you have to be so annoying sometimes? Luckily, this only takes forever. There we go, though. Really me trying to not misclick? Oh shit, I shouldn't have deleted the floor. Oh well. I think I'm gonna add some columns, like more columns, but we can add that after. Should be fine. That also... Oh no, what did it do with the terrain? That's absolutely horrifying. Oh, that's bad. Oh no. Okay, that's unacceptable. But wait, it only happened when I deleted the wall. Right? There it... Why? Okay, I have an idea. We're just gonna have to go back a little bit, which is a little bit sad, but you know. Oh, yeah, you have... I get what you mean, Swedish. It's, how do you say this? The perks of having a certain job is that you can never unsee things that, you know, come with the job. I have this with, you know, with things from facilities. I always notice when lighting is broken somewhere. Always. It's like, immediately. First thing I walk in, I see it. My cough is getting really bad. But it's not that weird because I have been talking a lot today. So, you know, it's not really weird that my throat is like, what the fuck are you doing, Rosanna? Hello? There we go. No, I just have to do this again, but that's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. See, stuff like this is what is meditating to me about The Sims. Not me banning that word in Ellen's stream? Yawning? I wasn't yawning. I was just coughing. I wouldn't mute myself to yawn. Nope. I don't get why the columns rotate when you delete the wall. That doesn't make much sense. Okay, and then I need plants. Like this. Meditative? Isn't that a right word? As in, if something is meditative, it calms you? You cannot say that? In English? You wrote it wrong. Yeah, this is meditative, definitely. Welcome back, Rosalia. Hello, hello. How did the report go? I hope that it went well. I think it actually needs to go one higher here as well. There we go. And then I need to... Wait. That kind of looks like those plants are hanging, right? I think that looks like these plants are hanging. I'm using it. There we go. Looks good? Nice. Dang. I think I might add something on the, like, on the top so it's even, like, a little bit more. Ooh, no, I'm gonna add those. I'm sorry. I just decided to change my mind on this one. Because I almost never use these ones. But I think they're absolutely amazing. Although they kind of don't fit. At least not this one. Wait, I have an idea. Maybe they could go together, actually. That looks awesome. We'll definitely steal this idea. Nice. Feel free to steal it. I don't like those colors together. I don't know why, but the color on this one is really weird. I don't like that at all. I really want to add this one somewhere as well. Let me think about this. Maybe if we go here, we actually have the ones that hang from the side. We have those, but they're kind of heavy. Kind of intense. No, these are also colored weird still. I'm back! That's okay, Lunar. Welcome back. I'm so sorry about the cough. I'm watching your stream and making my IRL pets. Nice. I love it when people can do that. Thank you too, bro. Who won? Celeste won, so no free earbuds in chat. Won the shell challenge because the concept of making a build around a painting, I don't know, was so mind-blowing and so cool to me that I really loved it. But it was such a hard pick because it was really, all of them were so good. so good. New alt account ID, only paid earbuds. Yup. But do you get the reference, Swedish? I don't like either color. Because it's different color from this one, and that is what is annoying me. It's a Sims reference, yeah. I was just about to say. Ooh. I have ideas. Because these have flowers on it. And I love that. Very nice. I like it. Maybe we can actually mix and match them. Swedish be like, oh, okay. I'm out. I feel like these are also hanging plants, right? Yeah. Oh, now I have even more ideas. Why can I not make up my mind about the plants on this build? Because those go very well. Okay. We're going slightly back. I'm sorry. This is the creative process, you know? This is me trying to figure out what I want to do with this build. Yeah, but that looks good. I want to build now, but I don't know what I should build. Ooh. Maybe find a shell challenge as well. I always feel like that kind of, you know, because you have to be creative. And that kind of triggers, you know, everything. I love this whole platform look. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm also really happy with how it's turning out. I didn't expect that it would look this good, to be honest. But, you know, now that it's happening, I'm like, actually, this is starting to look pretty cool. And maybe we can also add one over here. How does one search for shell challenges like what you are doing? Oof. I know that Lil Simsy always has shell challenges on her gallery. So when I just want to do a random one, I usually just go to her profile. Or I look up sometimes on Twitter, like who is using the hashtag shell challenge. Because sometimes, you know, people actually have ongoing ones. Or you just search it on the gallery. I think a lot of people use the hashtag shell challenge on the gallery as well. Or at least that will give you some ideas. I think this shell challenge in particular, the person that we're doing it from, like their username is Jessica spelled backwards. So that's their gallery name. So if you want to download this particular one, they also have an easy version of this one. So if you don't want to go like full build mode, but you want to try something smaller, they have it up on their gallery and you can also try it yourself if you want. Hello, Sydney. Welcome to chat. Please don't self-promote yourself in my chat. Thank you. It's, I mean, I love to find new simmers and stuff, but it's not very nice to come in and put your name like that. So if you want to hang out, you're completely feel free to hang out, and you're very welcome here. But you know, just wanted to give you that little tip. My cat is sniffing my feet, and I'm trying to watch the stream and making my pats. Cats can be so weird. I love it. Ooh, I have an idea. I know what I'm gonna do. All of a sudden, I had an epiphany, you guys. You're not gonna believe this, but I actually have a good idea. Nice. Nice, Ash. Let me know which one you're gonna do. I'm actually curious to figure it, to hear. Wait. Okay. That would have been a nice debug item, but I'm looking for the ones. These. Oh my god. I've never had that they fit perfectly. Ever in my life as a simmer have I had to, you know, was I able to actually use this item without sizing it up or down? I'm confused. My cat is chilling on top of my PC. Added pics in a fluff chat. Oh my god. Do you allow your cat on top of my PC? My cat is not allowed on top of my PC. If they ever try to go on there, I just throw them right off. That's like a no-go area. I got gifted a sub today, this emote. Oh my god, that's literally... Whose is that? That's amazing. Love that one. It's a cat and money. I mean, what's not to love? Look, see, for this part, I have to size it down and it doesn't actually fit. That's okay. You know, we can work around that. You can just hide it a little bit. Still looks pretty nice. So. Yep. Look, that will look so cute at night. Look at this. No worries, Daria. You're not late. You're never late. Exactly. There's no such thing as being late on Twitch. You're always on time. But welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a really good Friday. I'm doing really good. So thank you so much for asking. I was thinking maybe we can add another one of these on this corner as well. I want to live here now. Oh my god. My cat is my emotional support cat. The picture is sent in the Discord. Okay. I'm gonna check cat pictures because, you know, why not? I need to see them. Oh my god, Lunar. Your cat's so fluffy. So fluffy. So fluffy. Where is your yours Northern Simmer? Is that the one that you sent earlier? Oh, that one. Oh my god. Yeah, I remember. She also has a little tongue out. That's so adorable. I love it. If only my cough could stop. That would be so heckin' nice. Oh my god. Hello, Rodrigo. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a really, really great Friday. Thank you so much for that lurk. I was working all day, so now I'm a little bit tired, but I think the day went pretty good. I feel that. I was also working today, and I'm also kind of tired. You won't believe how happy I am to hang out here. Had the absolute worst day, like seriously bad stuff happening. I spent the entire evening crying. I'm so sorry. And I didn't think I would be able to calm down, but 20 minutes here has done it. Big fat consensual hug. As in, since it's digital, I can give you the hug. I'm sorry that you had a shit day. Those days are the worst, and I'm so sorry. I hope that tomorrow will be better, and I'm happy that we were able to give you some calm vibes and some chill. I kind of want to add a bar. I feel like that's literally the ugliest bar I've ever seen. Also, there are certain packs I'm not allowed to use. Let me actually check which packs I'm not allowed. Shell. Please don't use any kits. Thank you so much for the breather. If you guys want to join, feel free to join in on a quick, nice breath. That's so chill. I love that. I just made my to-do list and I don't want holidays. Too much to do. Oh, that's always tough. When you have so much to do, you realize that you feel like you already do not have enough time for it. But taking holidays is also nice, so don't forget to take care of yourself and practice self-care. I'm loving the string lights with all the light vibes. Thank you, Lunar. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for having me. Just wanted to let you know how much help a positive and cozy community like yours can be. It really helps for, you know, for me as well to be able to hang out with you guys and talk about serious stuff, but also just do stupid things. Just makes my game. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. My day good. That's what I wanted to say. We call it Pfingstferien. It's the grab a pajama and get drunk holiday? When is that, Rodrigo? It sounds very interesting. Fucking GIFs on Discord. How dare they show me just of kissing? Ew. Ew. It just began. That sounds hilarious. You make our days better too, bro. Shh. You're too kind. We'll end next week. It sounds so much fun. It kind of sounds like Carnival. Because that's this weekend. And that's kind of, you know, similar concept. Dress up like an idiot and get drunk. So, you know. Yeah, kind of, yeah. So many of my friends are going to celebrate this weekend. I'm not. I'm not ready for that mentally yet. Okay, but I cannot use any kits, which will be difficult because that means I won't be allowed to use the Blooming Rooms kit with all of my favorite plants in it. I'm already crying. I cannot use the My Wedding Stories, which is good because I don't have it anyways. And I cannot use Paranormal. Okay, that's good to know. I kind of want to add a bar outside. You know, maybe a simple one like this would be nice. Or maybe we can actually add the bar over here on the main deck. So I kind of feel like it would be nice to just have loungers here. People dress as witches, Mexicans, unicorns, and as a normal guy, I love it. It sounds like a lot of fun. That's one of my favorite things to do, though, with parties like that, is to actually get a good costume and dress up. I drink cider now. I'm in my PJs, so I'm already celebrating. You were already doing it without knowing. How does one lurk and what does it do? Actually, it doesn't do much. If you put !lurk in chat, basically my bot will just say in chat that you're lurking. It will give you a little instruction on, you know, to keep the volume of the stream at 1% or just mute the tab instead of completely muting the stream. That way you still count as a viewer, but you are letting the streamer know that you won't be interacting in chat because you're either doing something else or you're actually not watching the stream, but you want to support that streamer by, you know, being there and making sure that your view counts. So lurking is just something that you can do to let... Hello? Sage! What you doing? Hello, hello. Welcome in. You were playing Arcade Spirits. Tell me everything. How are you doing? How's your Friday? I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for deciding to come over here with your community. I really, really appreciate that. That's so kind of you. I hope you're doing amazing. For those of you that came with the raid and that are like, where did we end up? Hi, my name is Rosanna or Rosie. I use she, her pronouns. I identify as demisexual. I play a lot of comfy cozy games when I'm not working as a project manager by day. I'm streaming by night. I play things like The Sims, Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, things like that. I'm quite the chatterbox. I have ADHD, so we love to chat a lot and play a little bit of games. And if you want to hang out with us, you are completely welcome to stay here. But you also came from a stream, so I completely understand it if you know, wanna lurk, wanna go away, wanna grab a drink, practice some self-care. Because self-care is very, very sexy. So don't forget to do that. And also, let me say hello, Sage and Chaotic Panda. Welcome in. Thank you so much again for bringing your community over here. I really, really appreciate that. Stream was great. One of the game writers came into my stream. That is so cool. That's seriously so cool. I once had a sim guru in my stream and I was like, you know, a little bit starstruck. So that's really, really nice. I have never heard of the game. What kind of game is it? This music confused me. Why? Because of, is it because of my, well, that is confusing for me as well because this is my YouTube outro. So when I hear this, I'm like, what? But it's Stream Beats from Harris Heller. Don't you use it on YouTube? Yeah, it's my YouTube outro. I once selected it because it's like, you know, a free to use music. So I use all of Harris Heller in my YouTube videos. It was awesome. It's a visual novel. That sounds so cool. I'm gonna check back the VOD because I'm actually really curious about this game now. But how are you doing apart from that? We are building today in The Sims. We are doing a complete nightmare shell challenge, and this is what I've been trying to make of it. We just buried the ugly floor, and then we tried to make something pretty off the top. I'm just a bit hungry, but I'm okay. Make sure to eat something. Take care of yourself. You know, you just had a stream, so make sure that you eat and drink something. That's very, very important. What I wanted to say about Kiss and GIFs earlier, basically, oh, that's so cute. It is so cute. You know, it's love. You will? Good. But you're also very much welcome to, you know, just hang out here and chill for a bit. And really, thank you so much again for that raid. I really, really appreciate it. Welcome back. Hello, hello. Welcome back. The parties in this garden would be amazing. Yep. Yep. I feel like that as well. Okay. Let's make a custom corner couch. Okay, I'm gonna need to use the Sims 3 camera to actually be able to see this. I kind of need the garden loungers, though. Where are they? I think I prefer these the most. I'm not sure if I like the placement. Yeah, I did nothing with the bot. What did you do with the bot? Oh, wait! Actually, you want to hear something funny? You know how I read that word? I think Celeste will know. You know that... But that sound? That's how I read that. I don't read it as... The one, you know. I read it as... That's how I read that word. I don't even know where that's from. It's like a Dutch meme. But, you know, that's how I read that. So, you know, you know what's going on in my brain when I see that in chat. You Dutchies, yep. We do be weird. You have a point there. I don't know where it came from, but I say it all the time. Same. Same. I feel like it's also something that, you know, was a thing within you know, like Robin and Micah and Tomo and stuff, I feel like they also said it a lot for a long time. So I don't know if I know it from them. But, you know. Yes, definitely, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Then I'm not just imagining things, you know. Maybe not that one. Could do this one. You know, then you can actually... I feel like they need to be a little bit more backwards, though. Otherwise, your Sims will not be able to get on it. Okay. This is... There we go. Now I can actually see something. I think it's from the same source that gave us €5 op PML. How? Yep. That's actually filmed in Rotterdam, that clip. Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of obvious due to the accent, but it's really funny. Je had €500. Daarvan heb je 200 in je mik gedouwd. Wat is er met die andere 300 gebeurd? Sorry. I just had to get it out of my system there. Oh yeah, wait, we cannot use the Blooming Rooms kit. I'm gonna struggle with this. But you know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen that I'm not accidentally going to use the Blooming Rooms kit. I'm sorry that you had to witness that. Ooh. I like this. I think I'm dope. Experienced Dutch. Yep. What did you clip? Oh my god, you did the what erg. Of course you did too, bro. You're seriously getting so good at clipping my weirdest things. Hello, Brooke. Welcome in. How are you doing? How is your Friday? Welcome in. You're leaning towards the same one I'm doing. I would love to see you doing it as well, and then, you know, seeing what you make of it. I'm also not allowed to use paranormal. This person is making it seriously difficult on me with the planned thingies. Because I just have a love for all of the plants from specifically those two, you know? And now I won't be able to use it. Oh well. We'll just improvise, you know? So I kind of want to hug. Yep. I know. Those hugs are also good. Thank you, thank you. I love you though. Love you too. But you know that. Let me see. What else do we have? Something that would make sense to add here, you know? I feel like a lot of the outdoor things are kind of aimed towards, like more cottage living kind of things and not necessarily towards very modern houses. I'm gonna lurk and take a shower. Enjoy. Hopefully the shower is relaxing, and thank you so much for the lurk. I just put a picture of one of my other cats' stash on Discord. We gotta check that. Oh, that cat actually really looks like my old cat that I had like a couple of years back with the black and white. So cute. So cute. Is it an official challenge only for streamers? I'm gonna see if I can find all the rules. All of the rules are actually in a Discord server that you can join. I think if you message the person that made the shell, Jessica, you can find her, like her username on Twitter, I think is also the same as her username on the gallery. I just messaged her that I kind of wanted to join. What she's gonna do, she's gonna tour the builds and then actually promote your stream. So I think she will prioritize doing streams of people that also... No, tours of people that also stream. But I'm not sure if you're, like, not allowed to join as a streamer. I just joined as a streamer, so that's why I know. Also, what the fuck is Look at this. I don't know what's going on with my Philips Hue. I think it's dying. Stash is actually Sylvie's son. That's so cute. I love that. Not using the kit is just an extra challenge in the challenge. And that is always good. Yup. Let me actually see if I can fix this. Also, don't mind the fact that I'm wearing purple joggers, okay? I'm just being comfortable. It just died. As in, I cannot even turn it off again. Have you been a facility manager or something? No. No. I've not. The bulb is dead, yeah, but the thing is I cannot replace it. Because it's, like, it's the first generation, so it just died. I just have to accept that. Hello, Ari, welcome in. How are you doing? Also, I kind of want to put my hair up, but I don't have an elastic band, so... You look amazing and cute. I look like I'm camping, but it's okay. It's my camping smoking, you know? My joggers. But yeah, luckily we're gonna change up the girl cave this weekend, and I had to figure out what to do with those lights anyway. So, because I'm, you know, getting rid of the desk, so I won't be able to put the one that is on the desk and keep it on the desk. So I need to figure out what to do with those lights, so you know. Oh snap, it's Danny. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in, how are you doing? I'm very proud that I actually managed to read your username. But how are you doing? Welcome to chat as well. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Very nice, Ari. I heard it from Petra that you were out with friends. That's very, very chill. I love that. I'm happy that you had some good fun. We could add a cool box. You know, if you're hanging out here, you can actually grab a beer. I like that. Feel free to call me Danny. Okay, good. That's good to know. Your emotes are so freaking cute. Thank you. My sister made them. I love my sister for doing that. I'm really proud of them as well. Also, I feel like this corner behind me is so dark right now. Back at it again. Are you gonna build as well? Or not? Or I'm back at it again. Okay, I feel like maybe this corner is good for now. And then I was thinking, which is dangerous when I start to think, but... Oh wait, no, I was already scared we wouldn't be able to connect the two. I'm trying to figure out where it would make sense to add like some sort of outdoor kitchen or something, you know? Maybe that would make sense if I do it here, but then with a half wall. You know? I think technically I'm allowed to add half walls, so... You know, something like that. Maybe one lower? Hello? Okay, that was weird. Where in the Netherlands are you from? I have cousins who live there. I'm from Rotterdam. So, actually one of the bigger cities. No, I was away for a couple of seconds. Okay. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I think... Yeah, that will stick through the wall. I was kind of scared that that was going to happen. Okay, I will have to figure out what to do with the bar then. Maybe we can add it here. I'm not sure. Thank you, Evelina, for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Used to go with building. Thank you. A lot of practice. I have build for like 2,000 hours plus in the game, so, you know, it's a skill. If I ever win the lottery, can I hire you to design the fancy house I built? Yes, of course, Lunar. I would love to. Absolutely love to. Gotcha. They live in Darien. I don't know how to spell it. My grandma was from Holland. Nice. So you're like, you know, a little bit Dutch. I do not know where Darien is though, as in with that spelling, I don't know which city it is. But that's okay though. Okay, I think I want to add a kitchen outside with like the grill. Let's grab a grill first. Because I usually do it with this grill. But then I have to figure out which kitchen I want to use, which then kind of needs to be, although, does this come in black and white? It does. That's actually kind of cool. We could do like a black and white kitchen as well. I don't like that. Doesn't really match. I like these usually for outdoors. Because you can add stuff in like the shelves. I will need to figure out what I'm gonna add though, but you know, for now it looks nice. What are you building? I'm doing a shell challenge today. Which is, as you might see, a little bit weirdly shaped. It's the main building, this one. And we kind of buried the lower floor in the ground, so, you know, we could work with this part sticking out. And that's what, you know, that's what I've been trying to make sense of, but it's actually kind of difficult. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. My grandma's last name is well known in Holland as well, which is really cool. I've been to the Netherlands a couple of times. Do you like it over here? Can we download your builds from your gallery? Yes, you can. My username on the gallery is the same as my username here on Twitch, so it's just Rosannatxt, and then you should be able to find it. Gotta go. Thank you so much, Northern Zimmer, for hanging out. I hope you have a really, really great rest of your Friday, and I really appreciate you being here. Would love to go back. Nice. Nice. How are you feeling energy-wise? Pretty good, actually. I think I will go for like another 30 minutes and then like around my original time, I will find someone to raid because usually I stop around 11, but I just started a little bit later today. So, you know, still a little bit of a shorter stream, but I'm just enjoying the building, you know, too much. Oh wait, that's the island. I need the camera. That one. Actually, now that I see this, no. How about I do this in white? And then I use the kitchen that also has the brown in it. It's like a little bit warmer. Let me see. There we go. The baby voice is out. Why did you remove it? Because 2 weeks ago I had COVID and I'm still struggling with a really bad cough. So as soon as I do anything that is, you know, remotely with a weird voice, I start coughing a lot and it hurts my throat. And Swedish told me to remove it because I actually need to do that. Oh no, Lunar. No worries, Rodrigo. It's fair that you ask. That's completely okay. What can I not say, Lunar? Tell me. I cannot say look, or do I need to look? Matilda, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome in. You cannot say look, okay. Thank you, Swedish. I was just about to say. I'm gonna mess this up. I'm already telling you guys this is gonna go wrong. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I just realized I don't have... Well, I actually have a last sip of tea. I can take that one. Thank you so much. You're fine. I'm happy to hear that. I'm also doing really good. I'm a little bit tired because I had a long day, but you know, we're doing good. I just scared because it was my idea. It's like when my own child died in front of me. Oh no, I will bring it back. Don't worry. As soon as I don't have the cough anymore, I will make sure to bring it back. There we go. This is the first time I have done this one. I don't know if it's a good word. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes the simplest things turn out to be super difficult not to say. And sometimes I actually work my way around it completely fine. Okay, I think I need to go into the kitchen clutter section. What if, instead of the forbidden word, you just say observe? Good point. Or watch. I like both. Both could work. So many debug items. I really feel like I should turn debug off or do this. So I can actually see more. It just, the sorting of this doesn't make any sense. I click on miscellaneous decorations for the kitchen, and I get so many weird things. I mean, these are kind of miscellaneous decorations. I have to agree with that categorization. So let's actually just go. Take your time. Long sitting is not always good. Thank you for the stretch. Okay. Oh, actually, my shoulders kind of needed that stretch. Thank you. Oh, my back actually is happy that you redeemed that. I'm breaking the rules. You're not breaking the rules. You're just helping out. Swedish. I'm not gonna read it. But you cheeky little bastard. Tricking me. Unfair. No, not surfaces. Also not decoration and skills. That one. And then this one. We could add a banana peel. No, let's not do that. I feel awfully conscious about not being able to say certain things, you know. I already know that I'm gonna have to work on this shell challenge off stream as well. Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to finish it on stream. Not even when I try it. Well, okay, sorry. I cannot do it. I cannot put them crooked. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. This is true though. Thank you, Petra. Thank you. Me thinking was we keep talking about how the ideas. You're trying to make me say it, Lunar. Being cheeky. Okay, this is really my last sip of something to drink. You guys should stop redeeming hydrate now. Because I don't have any drinks left. So, you know. Nope. Swedish. You're really trying to get me there, you know, to say that word that I'm not allowed to say. And then I wanted to add this one on over here. No. There we go. And I spelled it wrong. It's okay. We completely get what you mean. Hydratation. Petra. I'm just first going to read a message in my head, and then I'm gonna decide whether I can say it or not. Because you guys are just being so cheeky. So cheeky. Can add some garden tools. Maybe we can add some books. I feel like this is okay for now. And then I wanted to make sure to add a nice big table. And then the chairs. Which chairs are we going to use? Wait, which table do I like? I don't think I like the one with the cloth over it. Do we have prettier tables, like indoor tables? Because it doesn't really matter in The Sims that it's an outdoor table, you know? They really don't care about that. Maybe I like this one. That's a good option. That one too. I really love that one. This is like a little bit more neutral. But maybe it doesn't work since we already have the wooden flooring as well. Almost said it, Petra. Almost said it. Where is that grill from? Perfect patio. Does anyone else's cat eat human food? Mine doesn't normally bother, but he's discovered he likes vegan cheese and vegan ice cream. I've never observed or watched a cat do that. Thank you, Swedish. Thank you. Ari, you guys are really trying. I'm just too focused today. I don't have enough ADHD brain today. Oh, okay. I made my choice. I don't think I've ever used this table, but I really like it. That's way too classic for a modern build. I always struggle to keep it modern because I think there are so many pretty items in The Sims that are definitely not modern. Christina, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome in. No, Evelina. No, it's not happening. We could add, like, the darker chairs? That would look pretty cool. I said it! I knew I was gonna say it at some point. I knew I was gonna mess up. Yep, there I went. I did it. Yeah, it's actually in front of the grill. I feel like this part is now weirdly empty. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that, but I think we'll manage. I can say it again. I did what you said, and we will see what Jessica says. In the meantime, I picked my lot and positioned the heart mode version of the shell. Now let's get creative. Yep, let's go. I'm actually really curious to see what you're gonna make of it. I feel like that's a really good corner for a plant. What do you think about your garden space so far? I love it. It's coming together really nicely. I feel like I still have a lot to do. As in, I'm definitely not done. There's a lot of landscaping that still needs to happen. But it's starting to look like something, which is, you know, I appreciate. How about we add that over there? Maybe this, we can put this on the corner. Kind of like that. Nice. That kind of wraps it around in a way. Although I kind of want to use the one that is a little bit lighter, or maybe these. No, I don't like that. These ones. And then I can add two like that. I like that. Is anyone here who can speak over 5 languages? I am just curious. I am, and I'm definitely not going to be jealous. But in the chat, can someone speak 5 languages? I don't think so. Hello, Kevin. Welcome in. How are you doing? What are you going to put in the slanty room? What is a slanty room, Lunar? Nope, just 4. I can speak 4.5. That count? I feel like that counts, yeah. I can say hello in 7 languages if that means anything. That feels valid. The room on a slant. Oh, that's how you say... Oh, I didn't know that's how you said, like, a diagonal one. I learn something new every day. I think that's going to be the, like, kitchen living space. So... let me... Wait. I'm going to show you guys what I have in mind for the floor plan as well. But for now, I'm just quickly going to... Because all of a sudden, I had an idea. So there we go. Kind of feel like that looks nice. So what my idea is for the floor plan, sorry, is when you come up to the build, like big driveway, stairs, I think I'm gonna do something similar like I did in the back, like, you know, with being able to walk over here. Then I think this will be a main bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. You know, this is gonna be the prettiest room of the house. Maybe we even do like a little bit of an open stairway. So this floor is gonna be, with the big windows, a very, very nice, nice big bedroom. Then this plant is clipping, which is not what we want. There we go. This is going to be like the main floor you enter in. And I was thinking maybe we can do like a big kitchen. Also, these plants are clipping. There we go. Like a big living space with a TV. So maybe we can like add the main door over here. And then maybe we can do like a big entertainment area here. And we can do like a nice big open kitchen. I think I'm definitely going to take inspiration from Celeste here. With like the diagonal kitchen, because I really love that. And then we gotta have some stairs that go down. And then I think here, I maybe want to do like a second bedroom. Like a guest room or anything. Maybe another bathroom. And then definitely something like an office or a skill building area. Maybe a gym. Or like a spa or something. Because this is gonna be a very luxurious house. So I think only 2 Sims live here. And I want to add like a guest room or something to have the possibility to have more Sims living here. But that's right now my general idea for the floor plan. Depending on how much space I take down here with what I want to do, I can also add a gym in the garage, knowing that I will probably put a car in front. So, we'll have to figure that out. So that's like the general idea of what I want to do with the floor plan. But things like that tend to change as soon as I actually start building. Like, I'm making the floor plan. Dutch, French, English, Swedish, and Italian. Swedish is like half, though, so 4.5. Or 5. Let's say 4.5. Nice. I didn't know you spoke so many languages, Kevin. Also, let me save. But what to do with this outdoor area? I'm only half. Excuse me? Sorry, sweetie. Thank you so much, Daria, for the lurk. You need to go now. It was nice here, as always. Thank you so much for hanging out here. I really, really appreciate it. And have a great rest of your Friday. Or I think for you, it's also nighttime, so I hope that you have some really great sleeps. I mean, we could do the bar. We don't really have the bar yet. Dropped his sword. No, please don't. I speak 1.5 language. So you speak English, and what is the other half, Looter? I know that we have a bigger version of the bar as well, right? Because this is definitely big enough to have a bigger bar. And since it's being, you know, such a luxurious house, kind of feel like having a bar outdoors would fit. There we go. And then maybe we can use this one again. Something like that. Tomorrow is my last day of deliveries, new desk. Then I can complete my room makeover. I'm also going to complete my room makeover tomorrow. We're gonna hang up the wall shelf and stuff. So I'll be sharing like pictures of mine in the Discord. So if you want to share pictures without doxing yourself and feeling comfortable with showing the entire room, I would absolutely love to see that. Are you live streaming that? No. Because I'm literally going to move my PC and everything. As in, I'm gonna move the desk that I'm currently sitting on. I will probably have to unplug it. I did redid my whole cable management last week already, so with the new lights up and stuff, I don't have to do that again. But I won't be able to live stream it, no. What is a kilometer? That's true. Not many Americans know. You're back. Welcome back, Northern Simmer. Hello, hello. Welcome back. I speak some Mandarin. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. Oh, I will once it's done. Cool. I'm excited to see it. It's gonna be a weird feeling to have my monitors above each other. Yeah, I'm curious if you have this for a while, what you think of it, how you like it. What does one add in a corner like this? I feel... Thank you so much for the breather. So chill. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna need your guys' help. Because right now, this kind of feels off, this corner. What should we add? Or like, maybe like change the layout or something. Just a big dilemma. I have a 30-inch 4K monitor and a 27-inch 165 gigahertz gaming monitor. I don't know which to place on the bottom. Which will be more on eye level? Yes, I was just about to say, it's like, if the gamer one is like... Yeah. I would say put the smaller one on top. That would be my guess, I think. And also, I need to figure out what to do with this little area. Do you want to... That's a good question. I do game often. Then I would say do the game screen. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a little bit. I'm gonna quickly just, you know, do a little bit of the front of the house. Because I feel like my brain is kind of blocking on that part because I've been looking at it for the entire stream. And I kind of wanted to find these. There we go. Is this... No, I think this is perfect. I kind of do feel it needs double doors, though. But then it feels a little bit weird that the road kind of is in the middle. If that makes any sense. Yeah, no, I'm just going to add a single door. There we go. And maybe I can find the car as well. I feel like we need to add a very luxurious car, you know? You know, like a big... Something like this. I feel like this would definitely suit. There we go. Can you mush... Oh, maybe I can. I'm not sure. I think if I were to do that, it would work better to make a custom one. To do it like that. But then it kind of feels off. Oh, I wish we could alt place columns so badly. I mean, I can change the terrain paint a little to actually match this. And then I think if you use paneling... And then what I kind of need to do... I have an idea, wait. I'm gonna be like, Rosanna, what the F are you doing? But it's gonna make sense, I promise. There we go. So, you know, it actually cuts it off. Look. There we go. Now we have a custom one. I mean, I bought 2 different mounts that both move, so I could probably just flip them around, whatever. Mine move as well, but at the same time, I never move them. Because it's just too much work. Because that you also have to consider that with cable management. Being able to move your monitor and stuff. Looks good. BRB gonna put dinner on. Okay, Ash. Didn't think of that. I'm so smart. But that looks pretty decent. I like it. The only thing I miss is a little door handle. I have an idea for that. There we go. Little door handle. You know, that makes it look a little bit more realistic. The handle, that's genius. Thank you. I'm actually a little bit impressed with myself here. That I thought of that. Yeah, that's actually not in the way of the stairs. It's probably clipping on the inside though, isn't it? Yeah, it's clipping on the inside, but not too bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. Now it's kind of clipping over here though. I feel like I need to make it just a little bit smaller. Original Diamonds, thank you so much for that follow. How are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Scale. 1, no. That's better. No. There we go. Oh. Now that one is selected. There we go. And then I was thinking maybe... new, well, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing really good. And welcome in. Hello? There we go. That looks really nice, I think. It's clipping on the inside though. I kind of expected that, but that's fine. We can fix that. It's also clipping a little bit. There we go. Having a wonderful Friday. Nice. What have you been up to? What has your day been like so far? You're so cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do my best. Maybe you know, some rocks would be nice. No, that looks weird. Work, like exams. That I hope it went well though. And it wasn't too bad on you today. Let me see. Kind of want to use something like this. There we go. Also, I cannot handle the notification. Let me save. Actually, I think I'm gonna be really, really healthy with myself today and actually find someone to raid. It's like on the dot 11. And I could either continue building, but then I just know that, you know, I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna continue for a long time because I'm having a lot of fun. So, you know, I think that it's time for me to find someone to share you guys with. Put it this way, I never really used to watch streamers. Now I tune in all of these streams. Lunar. You are being too cute. Too cute. Thanks for stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Self-care is sexy. Yeah. I think I just need to, you know, get some sleep. It's that time. Where should I send you guys? Gabriel Rito, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Did you thought about playing another game? Last time you thought about playing Hollow Knight, I think this is a year ago. It's actually 6 months ago, I think. I haven't been streaming for a year. But I have thought about it, but there are just so many games that I'm playing right now. Like, in my own time, I'm playing Pokemon. I play The Sims. I've been playing Animal Crossing. I've been playing Stardew Valley. I've been playing Stardew Valley with my boyfriend as well. There are just so many games that I don't have time for new games. So, you know, I still want to try it sometime, but I don't know when. Gotta go. Bye. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Thank you so much, Original Diamonds, for being here and hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. I think we might go to... Yeah, we're gonna go over here. I have not rated this person yet. And they just started stream. So, you know, so it's always a little bit exciting to do that. I am currently watching an ad though, so, you know. Sure, 6 months. Yep. I started streaming in July 2021. So I've been streaming for 8 months, but I think we talked about this when I was already streaming for like a little bit longer. So that must have been, you know, 6 or 7 months. I'm raiding at 2 places at the same time. Good luck, Swedish. I wonder where you're going with the other one. But let me actually... No, that wasn't what I meant to click. Let me set up the raid today. If you're coming with me on the raid, let me actually check that I may, you know... I did it. Make sure to copy one of the raid messages. You can use the one with my emotes if you're subbed, or you can use the other one if you're not subbed to the channel. I would absolutely love to you know, fill up their chat with plenty love. I'd love to see you guys hop over with me. Thank you so much for streaming. Or not streaming. Hanging out with me while I was streaming. I had a really, really good time today. I appreciate you, bunch. I'm gonna start that raid. There we go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will be back on Monday. Feel free to join the Discord. Follow me on my socials if you want to keep up with whatever I do outside of stream. I would love to chat with you there as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you lot, and I will be back after the weekend, after we upgrade the girl cave. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. I love yous. Bye!